Honorable Kimani Kuria, you chair the Finance and National Planning Committee of the National Assembly. And the clerk notified that more than 1,000 memoranda were filed with you, more than hundreds of stakeholders appeared before your committee. To just be specific with the numbers, how many were for and how many were against it? And to what degree will you consider some of the recommendations that were put forward by the stakeholders?
Thank you very much, Ayub. One of the things I celebrate about the beauty of our Constitution, and particularly Article 118 of our Constitution, that talks about that for Parliament to make any piece of legislation, there is need for public participation. And that's why I'm very excited that this evening the whole country is talking about the finance bill. I was with my grandmother over the weekend and she was asking me, why did I invent this finance bill? And I was telling her, this finance bill has been there every year since the proclamation of our Constitution. So I think one thing we must appreciate as Kenyans, the committee that I chair of Committee of Finance and National Planning and the Kenya Kwanza administration has made it clear that we are going to carry out our legislative work. We're going to carry out our functions as per mandated by the Constitution in an open manner. This conversation we're having this evening, I'm looking at it's like we're changing it's like the Constitution amendment we had in 2010. It's perhaps like the multi-party debate that we had in 1992. So we are having in our country discussing matters based on issues, and you have everybody. You know, I was watching those people at Jivanji, even commenting about housing levy and others. Even if they don't understand, now we are beginning to have a conversation based on issues on this country, and we are beginning to listen to you. To your question that you asked, sometimes I feel sad that this housing bill has become, this finance bill has become a housing bill, because every conversation has been about the house levy. But that's just one clause. The finance bill has 157 pages of different amendments across all sectors of our economy. But which is also good, we are concentrating really much on the housing levy and forgetting or not discussing the many other provisions that you've done on this particular bill. To answer your question directly, we received emails of over 1,600 different memoranda from different parts of the country. We had physical meetings with 188 stakeholders. We had a town hall meeting of around 110 people drawn from across the country. But then people are saying that we are opposing the bill. Then how do you oppose, Ayub, a clause that, for example, provides amnesty for all for all fines that are imposed on people that perhaps that incorporated a company a few years ago? They did not remember that they incorporated this particular company. Some of us registered company were in school, and we're providing amnesty for them. We're reducing railway development fee, import declaration levy. We are reducing rental income tax from 10% to 7.5%. How do you oppose that? So the conversation, unfortunately, has shifted from the issues that are contained in the bill to the entirety of the bill. So I cannot tell you how many people opposed or proposed the bill. Why? Because even in part of the lawmaking process, this evening the Committee of Finance and National Planning is going to retreat to do a report to evaluate what are all these issues that were raised. I am going to table that report next week on Tuesday. Then hopefully on Wednesday we have the second reading, and after that we have what we call a committee of the whole house. The voting on the bill will be clause by clause. It is not an overwhelming of those that support finance bill say aye, of those that support. It doesn't work like that, and that's why I feel we are not doing. Kenyans are misinformed in that particular sector. No, and I'm telling you, the Article 118 that gives power to public participation, we cannot purport to have spent public money. Okay. We have Kenyans spend all their time to come give us their views, which some are very good views. They were telling us, if you pass this proposal as it is, you're not going to collect because you need to provide a rate, for example, on repatriation income. If you pass this like this, it's going to be ambiguous. Tighten it like this, and you're going to collect more. So we're actually listening to Kenyans. And I'm really liking this discussion even today because this is further public participation that informs our decision making.